Oh, I can't believe it has been 10 years. It doesn't feel like 10 years. We had such a great cast and we got on so well.
It was tight. We were a tight crew, and you have to be. It's like if you're playing for a sports team, all of you have to be together as one and get through.
We were really lucky. Everyone was excited to be there, grateful to be there, and really behind the show, really passionate about the show. It was a cool team.
I couldn't have asked for a better team to work with.
Samurai Storm, Ranger Form! Power Reverse! Power Thunder!
Okay, there's always like the mellow, like reflective dude.
Then there's the risk taker, the adrenaline guy. That would of course be me.
Oh, yeah, right. And you, Tori, you're the logical one.
You guys have to lay off the comic books, seriously.
Back then, she was like my little sister, so I'd look after her because she was only 16, so she was very young coming into Power Rangers.
Oh, Pua's my brother. He is just fantastic. He has the biggest heart. He has the most energy I've ever seen packed into one person.
She's bubbly, she's honest, she's lovely, and she was like the mum. It was one girl and the rest were boys, so.
We had heaps of fun on that, and he was, being the only other Kiwi, he was also from Auckland though, but so he showed us all around and he was a great time. I just adore him.
Yeah, pretty much my favourite, that one.
These are your Power Ranger wind morphers.
Yes, see? I knew it, dude. I was right. Power Rangers are real.
Glenn, he was fantastic. He was my other favourite. We were the same age, so it was easy to kind of connect.
One of the most good-looking guys I've ever come across in the world, and if you ever to stand next to me and we were both single in a nightclub, I would hate it, because all the girls would run straight to him.
We got along really, really well. Really intelligent guy, really sensitive, sweethearted, kind person.
And he's a very, very talented actor. He had to play like kind of goofy, and he's far from it. Very intelligent, very smart, and musically gifted.
Hey, I'm Blake. Nice to meet you. My brother Hunter.
Hey.
Well, you guys are brothers?
We're adopted.
Adam, he's another Aussie like Glenn. Amazing energy he came with, and real enthusiasm for the role and for the show and for the whole franchise as a whole. Really excited to be a part of it.
Lovely, carefree guy, honest actor, and great guy to work with.
He was a lot of fun to work with and a lot of fun to play with. He was great.
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Good.
Dustin's told us a lot about you.
But not everything.
And Jorge, he was from Canada, our Canadian brother. He was like Adam. There was a little bit of an age difference between us, so he sort of, looked after me like a sister.
It was pretty much the first time I've ever met someone from Canada. He's came from a kind of a rough upbringing, but just honest, very, very honest and very different.
He was really neat, and I was lucky that I got to work with him a little closely towards the end of the season as our characters sort of formed a little bond, but a good man.
Cam, everything we're able to do is because of what you're able to do.
It's not enough. I want to be part of it.
You want to be a ranger.
Jason Chan, I saw him maybe 2 years ago. I miss that man so much. He is so kind and so smart and very, very funny.
He's like a Jackie Chan almost. He has the comedy gags of Jackie Chan, but the intelligence of Einstein. And a very, very gifted actor.
I loved working with Jason. He was a consummate professional and a very, very talented actor. It would be so nice to see them all again. I'd love a wee reunion.
Yeah! Very nice.
Hey, yeah, you like it? You know what's
I really, quite honestly, could not pick a favourite director or writer. They were amazing.
Every single one of them. The whole team, every person that was involved in producing and filming Power Rangers Ninja Storm, I loved working with them.
A lot were Kiwi, which was really neat for me, an introduction to New Zealand directors and writers.
It's important to recognise the producers and directors and writers, but it's also important to recognise every single person who is involved in a shoot.
I felt in safe hands with sort of all of them. They were all just as passionate about it as I was, and just excited to be starting on something really new and fun.
Okay. Ninja Storm Ranger. What is it again? Ninja Storm Ranger form.
It's Ranger form.
Ugh. Dude, watch and learn. Ninja Storm Ranger form. Ha!
We were lucky our season. We got to do a lot more stunt work than I believe the others did because of the nature of it being ninjas. We got to do a lot of ninja sort of fighting in civilian outfits. We had 2 to 3 weeks of solid training with the Japanese stunt team. I look back on that, I mean, pain has no memory, but the first word I learned was itai, basically, ouch! So they knew when to stop pushing us, but the things that our bodies could do after those 2 weeks even were quite amazing. I mean, we stood up against walls and they'd fold our legs straight up in front and push them up against our faces, and I was lucky I had a little bit of dance sort of behind me, so I had kind of, well, little flexibility, certainly more than all the boys did, and I think that got me through, because man, oh man, that was full on.
I love martial arts, and I've been practicing, well, not technically martial arts. My practicing is more watching movies and mimicking. And I walked in and did some of my stuff, and they were surprised to find out that I had never done martial arts before.
I think if I could go back and do it again now, I would train a lot harder outside of work. I mean, we had to train throughout, or anyway, but I would have liked to have come out with more skills for me, just personal, sort of thing. I like doing all that action stuff, and I'd like to come out, maybe being able to do a few flips like Pua could. A little bit jealous.
I wish I worked out back then as much as I do now. Maybe I wouldn't have had so many shoulder injury problems. I dislocated my shoulder a number of times during Paralympics, so I wish I was a little bit fitter.
My favourite memories would just surround the people. We all enjoyed ourselves on it too. We all had fun.
I love bloopers. I always like funny stuff. There was one blooper when we were trying to get in position and we had our swords out, and I kept hitting Sally Martin's head with my sword.
Oh man, yeah, that was funny. That was always very funny. It was hard to sort of come back after that and keep a straight face. And his was always the worst, because he was always at the front. He's the Red Ranger, he was the leader, and yeah, we always copped it from that sword.
That and our food fight that we had. We had a food fight in one of the episodes. That was fun. And working with my brother, who actually played my brother on the show. That was fun. Him and his awesome American accent.
Well, it's a big world out there. Have you made any plans at all for what you're going to do for the rest of your life?
I don't know that I'd pick an episode. Actually, yes, I will pick an episode. It was called Beauty and the Beach, and I got to fight myself. It was amazing. Yeah, that was great. I had an alter ego, like a bad Tory, and she had ridiculous hair and this hideous outfit, and I got to sort of stunt fight myself. It was a lot of fun and it looked really cool when it was finished.
Looks like you've met your match. Face it, sister, you're finished. I'd say you're the one who's washed up. Take that!
I was so lucky to have this introduction into film and television that I did with these people who were so supportive of a young actress coming into a really full-on sort of situation. We all, took it very seriously and were very excited about it, and it was just so nice to be a part of that sort of Power Ranger family.
part of a legacy and part of history, and proud to be a part of the Power Ranger franchise, and also to be able to say that I was a Power Ranger and that I saved the world in a fantasy world.
To be a part of something that is so universally loved and adored is something else altogether. I feel so blessed, and I'll be forever grateful to have had that opportunity.